Welcome to the YouTube channel The Right Place, where creativity meets sustainability right in your backyard. If you're passionate about turning everyday materials into magical garden moments, you've just landed in the perfect spot. Today, we're diving into upcycled decor ideas for 2025, a fresh take on DIY garden art decor using only natural materials. Whether you're a beginner or a green-thumbed DIY lover, this is for you. In this video, we're bringing you 16 inspired discussions that celebrate nature while transforming your outdoor space. Forget plastic, metal, or even painted objects. We're talking about completely natural, biodegradable, and artistic decor you can create right from your garden or a nearby forest trail. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a beautiful idea. So, grab your favorite herbal tea, sit back, and get ready to turn nature's leftovers into this year's most magical garden transformations. One, sculpting with branches, the art of twisted wood. One of the most eye-catching trends in 2025 garden decor is the use of twisted branches and fallen limbs to craft natural sculptures. DIY garden art decor using only natural materials like branches allows you to build everything from minimalist to whimsical figures, think deer outlines, spiral obelisks, or abstract garden guardians that blend effortlessly with your landscape. With a bit of shaping and patience, these raw forms come to life in unexpected and beautiful ways. Beyond aesthetics, using twisted wood from pruning or natural fall promotes eco-conscious decor with zero waste. You can bind smaller sticks with twine or natural jute and allow moss to grow on them over time, giving your sculpture an evolving, living finish. This approach brings character to your space while staying true to your commitment to natural materials and the timeless elegance of the forest floor. 2. Stone balancing and pebble patterns. Pebbles and stones are some of the most underrated tools in upcycled decor ideas for 2025, especially when creating DIY garden art decor using only natural materials. Stone balancing is both a meditative and artistic practice. Arranging stones in impossible-looking stacks adds an instant focal point to your garden. It's not just art, it's also an invitation to pause, reflect, and connect with the earth in a very grounded way. Meanwhile, you can lay out pebbles in mandala shapes or spiral pathways to infuse your garden with sacred geometry. Collect flat stones from nearby rivers or trails and assemble intricate mosaics right on the soil. These designs become even more beautiful after a rain, when the water enhances the stone's natural colors and textures. No glue, no paint, just gravity and creativity at work. 3. Leaf lanterns and bark vessels. In 2025, nature is lighting the way literally. By using large, waxy leaves and dried bark, you can craft natural lanterns that softly glow at dusk. This DIY garden art decor, using only natural materials, gives you ambience without electricity. Wrap layered leaves around glass jars or hollowed-out gourds and place beeswax candles or solar lights inside. The light filters through, creating earthy, dappled shadows across your garden paths. 'You can also create bark vessels and holders by softening bark pieces in warm water, shaping them gently, and letting them dry into form. These vessels work as planters, incense holders, or just artful decor pieces on a garden bench. The combination of light and texture invites a natural rhythm to your space, bringing elegance through simplicity and showcasing the beauty of aging materials. 4. Moss frames and living wall art. Imagine walking into your garden and being greeted by a living canvas. This is the essence of moss frames and vertical art in 2025. DIY garden art decor using only natural materials like moss, twigs, and bark allows you to create framed green compositions that literally grow over time. Start with a wooden backing or a reclaimed tree slab. Attach netting or twine, and gently press gathered moss into patterns or designs. 'These moss artworks thrive in shady corners and moist spots, turning forgotten garden walls into lush, breathing masterpieces. You can add touches of fern fronds, acorns, or dried seed pods for dimension. Not only do they look incredible, but they also purify the air and invite beneficial insects to visit. It's where nature meets gallery art with zero synthetic elements involved. 5. Driftwood dreams and water-inspired sculptures. Driftwood has long held a place in coastal decor, but in 2025, it's making waves inland too. As part of our upcycled decor ideas for 2025, DIY garden art decor, using only natural materials like driftwood, lets you echo the flow of water and wind in your backyard. These naturally worn pieces can be transformed into elegant mobiles, wind chimes, or standing sculptures that dance gently with the breeze. 'Combined with stones, shells, or woven reeds, driftwood becomes the centerpiece of tranquil garden nooks. Place them near water features, or create a standing arrangement that casts long shadows at sunset. The tactile and visual richness of these pieces comes from their imperfections. Each knot and curve tells a story. It's the ultimate homage to nature's own design studio. 6. Seed pod sculptures and natural ornaments. Seed pods might look like nature's leftovers, but in 2025, they're becoming key elements in DIY garden art decor using only natural materials. You can gather large seed pods like lotus, pine cones, or eucalyptus fruits and transform them into detailed sculptures and ornaments. By stringing them together with natural fiber or embedding them in twig frames, you create rustic pieces that blend beautifully into a garden's natural rhythm. 'These seed pod artworks don't just decorate, they evolve. Over time, they weather and change, becoming more textured and organically blended with the outdoor environment. Arrange them into floral shapes, hang them as wind catchers, or use them as natural embellishments for borders and walkways. The beauty lies in their form and fragility, making every piece feel one of a kind and quietly enchanting. 7. Clay and mud wall art. Nothing says earth art like using actual earth. In 2025, natural clay and mud are being molded into expressive garden wall art, offering an eco-friendly approach to DIY garden art decor using only natural materials. You can sculpt bas-relief panels directly onto stone or wooden garden walls, embedding patterns inspired by nature like leaves, animal tracks, or abstract forms shaped by your fingers. 'As the elements weather the clay, it transforms, cracking, fading, and even sprouting moss, adding life to your art over time. You can also mix in straw or crushed bark to give your mud creations a textured, durable finish. This type of decor doesn't fight the forces of nature, it embraces them, telling a story with every shift in color, shape, and surface. 8. Log totems and stump displays. Tree stumps and fallen logs are finding new life as majestic, grounded decor elements in 2025 gardens. With DIY garden art decor using only natural materials, logs can be transformed into carved totems, stacked installations, or moss-covered pedestals that elevate potted plants or art pieces. You don't have to be a master carver, even subtle cuts or burned etchings can create beautiful tribal or symbolic designs. 'When arranged thoughtfully, stumps can also serve as a natural gallery displaying smaller items like seed sculptures, bark bowls, or flower arrangements. Let fungi, moss, and lichen naturally colonize the surface for an even more organic effect. These displays honor the tree's previous life while giving it a brand new role as a grounding, sculptural centerpiece in your outdoor retreat. 9. Grass weaving and meadow mobiles. Long grasses and wild meadow plants are taking center stage in 2025's upcycled decor ideas through the delicate art of grass weaving. This DIY garden art decor using only natural materials turns something as simple as reed, sedge, or even wheatgrass into braids, loops, and knotted wall hangings. Hang these on fences or between trees for a fluid, soft-textured effect that moves gently in the wind. 'You can also use dried grasses to create floating meadow mobiles, layering seed heads and grass plumes on invisible thread to mimic natural rainfall or drifting pollen. Suspended from branches or pergolas, they add a dreamlike movement to your space. This kind of decor is perfect for those who want their garden art to feel light, airy, and constantly in motion with the seasons. 10. Sand art paths and earth mandalas. Bringing mindful design to the ground level, Sand art and earth mandalas are redefining paths and open areas in modern gardens. With DIY garden art decor using only natural materials, you can rake sand or fine soil into spirals, symbols, and flowing designs reminiscent of Zen gardens or indigenous patterns. These ever-changing canvases invite interaction and mindfulness with each passing week. 'Using colored sand made from crushed stones or clay powder, you can highlight borders, stepping stones, or meditation spaces in your garden. Earth mandalas created from petals, leaves, seeds, and sand celebrate natural symmetry and remind us that beauty doesn't have to last forever. It can be part of an ongoing cycle of creation and renewal. 11. Shell murals and coastal textures. If you're near the coast or love a beachy aesthetic, shells and natural sea materials offer endless inspiration for DIY garden art decor using only natural materials in 2025. Shell murals can be assembled on wooden panels, fence sections, or rock walls arranged in spirals, wave patterns, or even floral shapes. These designs add a sun-bleached, textural look that changes as the light moves through your garden. 'Combine crushed shells with sand and driftwood for a layered effect that mimics the shore. Because they're natural and sourced sustainably, they age beautifully with exposure to the elements. Plus, their gentle shimmer reflects sunlight subtly, adding soft illumination to shady garden corners or evening pathways, an elegant touch of the ocean wherever you live. 12. Corn husk creations and botanical tassels. Corn husks, once left behind after a harvest, are stepping into the spotlight in 2025 garden decor. With DIY garden art decor using only natural materials, these flexible, fibrous leaves can be dried and twisted into rosettes, tassels, or wall streamers that add a rustic yet refined charm. They're especially striking when paired with dried florals or grasses in neutral garden palettes. You can dye them naturally with beetroot, turmeric, or red cabbage water for subtle color accents. Once shaped into tassels or braided garlands, hang them on tree branches, trellises, or even fence posts to give your space a handcrafted, earthy feel. Their delicate texture and organic movement add a poetic softness to your outdoor sanctuary. 13. Pine needle weaving and forest accents. Pine needles, often overlooked, are becoming a go-to material for intricate weaving in 2025. As part of DIY garden art decor using only natural materials, they can be coiled into small baskets, plates, or flat decorative panels using just thread and patience. The scent alone makes them worth handling, but their durability and natural elegance give your garden an unmistakable woodland charm. 'Weaving pine needles into patterns lets you create frames, hanging discs, or sun catchers that hold up while outdoors. Decorate them with acorns, wood beads, or slices of bark for additional forest flavor. When paired with mossy logs or tucked into tree trunks, these pieces feel like secret gifts left behind by woodland spirits. 14. Fruit rind garlands and citrus designs. In 2025, even your kitchen scraps can turn into elegant garden art. Dried citrus rinds like orange, lemon, or grapefruit are being used in DIY garden art decor, using only natural materials to create fragrant garlands, mobiles, and sun catchers. When sliced thin and dried, they glow like stained glass in the sun, giving your garden a cheerful, zesty touch. 'String them together with twigs, leaves, or dehydrated petals, and you've got a zero-waste decor piece that engages multiple senses. Over time, they compost naturally right into your garden if you choose to retire them. It's beauty that honors the cycle of use, compost, and regrowth, making your outdoor space not just beautiful, but meaningful. 15. Bark collage panels and tree texture walls. Tree bark, when thoughtfully collected from fallen branches or naturally shed pieces, becomes a brilliant medium for textural collage. In 2025, gardeners are creating bark panels as part of DIY garden art decor using only natural materials, layering pieces to form abstract wall art, animal shapes, or even woodland scenes. The contrast between rough bark and smooth garden greens adds an exciting tactile element. You can enhance these panels with lichen, fungi, or pressed leaves, giving them a living storybook look. Frame them on fences or as standalone sculptures surrounded by ferns and low-growing flowers. This approach not only recycles forest remnants, but turns them into deeply personal, earth-centered masterpieces that age as beautifully as the trees they came from. (16) Feather totems and wind flow decor. In 2025, feathers are fluttering into natural garden design, used for their lightness and motion in DIY garden art decor using only natural materials. Found feathers cleaned and ethically collected can be woven into string to create delicate totems, dream catchers, or wind mobiles. Their movement in the breeze adds a graceful and spiritual energy to your space. Combine feathers with vines, twigs, or seed heads to create tall decorative poles or low-hanging wind features. Each element responds to the wind differently, creating soft rustles and shimmering light. It's a sensory experience that celebrates both stillness and movement, turning your garden into a living, breathing sanctuary of texture and sound. Closing, reconnect, repurpose, reimagine. Thank you for exploring the world of upcycled decor ideas for 2025 with us here at the right place. Every project we shared today invites you to see nature not just as a backdrop, but as your primary material and inspiration. When we craft DIY garden art decor using only natural materials, we participate in a cycle that's not only beautiful, but sustainable, grounding, and full of personal meaning. If you felt inspired by any of these ideas, let us know in the comments which one you're most excited to try. And if you haven't already, tap that subscribe button and join our creative community here at the right place. Together, we'll keep finding new ways to honor nature, reduce waste, and make art that truly lives and breathes in our gardens. See you in the next video.